I do really wish I could, because this is the base that I have their fighters operating out of. I do wish I had radar coverage of that base though. I did set up an anti-shipping strike from this base that activated when they went to hostile. All right, picking up more bogeys. More flankers. Okay. What I'm not sure of is if that's the strike coming in or if that's more relief cap. It could really be either, but I'm not going to take that chance, so I'm going to send up my Raptors. This may be bad timing on my part. And I am going to get my Republic of Korea F-16s up to support my F-22s. So we have MiGs, Sukhois. So for these groups, I do want to turn off the radar. No point in having a stealth plane if your stealth plane has its radars on. So we'll set them to go like that. They've got 12 AMRAAMs and 4 Sidewinders in each group. We want to let the F-16s kind of spot for the F-22s. So we're going to keep the F-16s a little ways back. I want them to go to loiter. Okay, so there's their... Okay, so we've got Sukhois inbound. Have the F-22s engage. No, why aren't you firing your missiles? Okay, why are... Target is out of weapons range. Really? Or is it just you're not on the right bearing? So they can't actually see my F-22s then. And I just lost one of my F-22s. Okay, I did lose the southern group of F-16s. Why is my... It says it's outside of weapons range, but it's within weapons range. Oh, it's outside of bore sight now. That doesn't seem right at all. Why is my fighters not... Do I need to set them as hostile? I shouldn't. Oh, is this because it's a no navigation zone? Oh, I didn't realize that. So I pretty much have lost all my F-22s at this point. I have one left. My northern group's been destroyed. I didn't realize that you couldn't fire that you couldn't engage anything inside a no navigation zone. I just thought that meant you couldn't actually travel there. Well, in that case, we're just gonna go and delete this because um, I want to remove that. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Okay, thanks, Zaphod. I thought no navigation zones just meant I couldn't travel there. I didn't realize that meant I couldn't actually fire into it. That a little bit of a rude awakening for me. All right, so I do have what looks like incoming missiles from their surface group. And we're going to fire my own missiles in reply. We'll have the freedom. Start allocating naval strike missiles. So we will allocate 12 missiles per ship. That's not really the right way to do this. I'm firing them all from one ship. Um, all right, so Freedom will fire at the wing. Freedom 2 will fire at one of the frigates. All right, so missiles away now. All right, well, there goes my F-22s, or my F-16's finally engaging. My lone F-22 is kind of off on its own. We're going to pull him back a little bit. Naval strike missiles are inbound. I do love the waypoint set for him now. It looks like my F-16 has actually fired on those incoming missiles. Oh, my F-16 actually took out the incoming missiles. That's awesome. All right, so our missiles are turning onto the... We should be seeing... Should be seeing counter missiles, I would assume, at some point here. Go and have my F-16 see if they can hit these incoming missiles with sidewinders. A little surprised we haven't seen any counter missiles. I mean, they are coming in really low at 30 feet. Okay, we can now change your doctrine. You are air contacts, you are now free. Hey, Mr. Burke, you can start firing your Aegis anytime now. Um, why are we not firing SM2s? Don't use SAMs in anti-surface mode. Yes, don't do that. Wonder how come my SAMs aren't engaging. Alright, well my F-16s are taking out missiles. Um, I would love to know why my SAMs aren't firing. They should be within range, aren't they? Oh, 50 nautical miles? Yeah, they're well within missile range. And they're free with... Not sure what that guided missile's doing. Okay, now it's firing. Although I'd love to know why it wasn't firing SM2s sooner. Did I screw up and not give it SM2s? No, it's got SM2s. Oh, our S... No. SM2 should be able to target aircraft, yeah. So I have no idea why my SM2s aren't firing. Or at least not firing sooner. And how our own missile strike is coming in. They are hitting it. Did we get it? Okay, so our F-22s are now engaging. No, F-22 is not engaging at all. Oh, their frigates aren't even where they're supposed. Isn't even where. I'm missing it. I think I screwed this up. I don't think their surface group is actually where I think their surface group is. So just attack. Okay, so this isn't going anywhere near like I thought it would. I would assume that I'd be like mass launching SM2s. And at the same time, I'm wondering why my group over here isn't. Oh, there we go. There's our mass launch of naval strike missiles. So our ASMs are away. Their ASMs are incoming. Let's slow this down a little. Yep, I don't think we're going to do any damage. That's a lot of SAMs. Yeah, we're not going to have enough get through. Yeah, it looks like all of our missiles are going to. Oh no, we may get some hits in on the Type 52. Here goes their Sea Whiz. First burst missed. There's the second one. It missed too. Ah, third one got it. So our naval strike launch looks like it's been a failure. We did lose one of our freedoms. So with that, our order we're going to now pull back and turn around. So we've lost one freedom, and our second one has taken severe damage. There goes a second salvo of missiles. I wonder where these ones are going. Oh, these ones were fired off right before the other freedom died, it looks like. Maybe? Okay, so we have a new launch of missiles. Really hope these guys are just emptying their magazines at this point. Which it looks like they are. Alright, missiles away again. Looks like we didn't hit anything that first time. This is actually probably a little much. I probably should have. My original concept for this actually had two of these groups, but I actually toned it down to one. In retrospect, I probably should have kept it as two. Yeah, I guess you're right, Sapphire. I didn't realize these were coming in at 30 feet too. Although, I would have thought. Oh yeah, but it says target altitude is between 30 and 100,000 feet. So maybe it's not quite high enough. Well, our F-22 is within their surface group now, and it's not being engaged. So there's actually a chance now that if that's the case, then they may be out of missiles. If they're out of missiles, this strike may actually be more successful than the first one was. And we do have a missile coming in. It was a hit. So the main bridge did take damage. Some damage to sensors, damage to their submarine rockets, minor flooding, damage to a phalanx, and damage to the flight deck. I think I saw in here. Minor flooding. Alright, so the main bridge is actually hurt pretty bad. So we can go ahead and speed this up. I think these are actually new missiles incoming on our task group. More SAMs. Might have spoken too soon. Alright, so we lost another freedom. And we lost a Burke. But it looks like we did do them significant damage too. Let's go ahead and get our Raptor back. So that leaves us with a lone freedom class, which there's no way this thing survives. Yep. And there's the last of our task group. So we did lose our task group. Now, that's pretty much the end. Let's go and look at what our losses were. Losses and expenditures. So we lost one DDG, we lost 3 of our Raptors, we lost 6 of our Falcons, our 3 LCSs. What did we kill? So we killed 12 of their flankers, and we killed 2 of their frigates. No. Which ones are those? Yeah, we killed 2 of their frigates. So, not a pretty awful return, actually, when you actually think about it. That's a lot to lose for only 2 guided missile frigates destroyed. But I think with that, that'll be the end of things for today. Thank you all for joining me. My plan for next week is actually to go back and start a brand new scenario design series. I'll go ahead and explain what I'm doing on that next week. But till then, I will see you guys later. Thanks again.